Yo guys, what's going on? Sniper Ads here. I hope you're all doing well. In today's video, I'm just going to be covering with you guys the FTMO verification phase, which I just recently passed for the $10,000 account. Now I'm going to be sharing with you guys my experience of this trading phase, but more importantly sort of going over the psychology and the mindset that's required of you as a trader when taking on these prop firm challenges, or in general if you're just trading with your own capital as a day trader. This is something I found very important, and I believe this is what passed me the challenge. But just before I do get to the video guys, I would highly appreciate it if you can drop a follow on my socials. Everything is at Sniper Ads. The links will be in the description. Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. I'm uploading on there quite frequently now, dropping a lot of educational content on there for you guys. My Instagram as well, sort of documenting my journey, the before and after pictures of the trades that we're taking on the VIP group, and a little bit of my lifestyle too. So make sure you guys drop a follow on there too. So yeah guys, that's it from me. I would highly appreciate it as well if you can drop a sub and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of these videos in the future, and also drop a like and a comment if you found this video helpful. But that's it from me guys. I will see you in the next one. Peace. So guys, we're going to dive right in, and as you can tell from the get-go, we started off in drawdown of around 2.2% almost, which was horrible. Fighting an uphill battle is not ideal whatsoever. Now I do have a disclaimer for this drawdown right at the start, and that's simply the end of the first phase, which was the challenge. Now as you can see, we ended this challenge on the 2nd of August. Now, once the challenge was passed, I had to use 0.01 lot sizes to fill up the minimum days. Now, this is where I believe I made my mistake, simply because during this period of time from the 2nd of August onwards, I was just doing my work at my workplace, increasing my days in there, in fact, just really laying back and understanding that, okay, I've got to now not only just put on micro lot sizes for the next week, it's also going to take me a few days for the credentials to land, and then after that, once I do decide to take my first trade on the verification, I'll have a whole 60 days to get my whole challenge done. Now this was the really incorrect sort of mindset that I had when taking this, because I took advantage of the rest that I was allowed simply by completing it in an earlier amount of time. This is something I hope you guys don't fall into the trap of doing, because it's a horrible feeling when you start off in drawdown right away. Now just to let you guys know and put into sort of perspective as to the mistake I made right here, if you understand that 3 weeks of not looking at the charts whatsoever and just blindly throwing on 0.01 lot sizes, opening and closing the position quickly just to fill the day, and also just not even trading whatsoever, because as you can tell from the 9th of August right here to the 24th, so if we just scroll up a little bit, it's still a good 2 weeks of me not trading whatsoever. I may have been looking at the charts here and there, just finding a couple of setups, and that's about it. Sending them to the groups, which actually worked in our favor really well, or in fact it was just probably the synthetics that I was looking at the time. That was about it, but I was doing that very quickly. So all I was looking for was one potential setup. Okay, cool, works in our favor, and that's me done. No, you have to make sure you spend the same amount of time as you were on the challenge. Remember, you were waking up early, you were staying on the chart for around 3 or 4 5 hours during the mornings during London or New York, and then getting on with the rest of your day. That doesn't mean you change that routine and your style from that point onwards. Once you've completed the challenge, you have to make sure you remain in that mindset, in that frame of mind, even once you've completed the challenge and before you're starting the verification, because that way simply you will stay warm, you will stay fresh, you will stay very alert on the market. You'll have a lot more awareness when it comes to your first trade on the verification. Now I'm going to quickly just show you guys the loss that I took, which got me in drawdown straight away. So here's the 23rd of August, 24th, we saw this big move to the upside right here. Straight away what I think, okay, I thought we have a nice little trend line here, or you could even say a wedge that we've just broken out of, all of that retail minded stuff right there, and just for us to completely fail. So I've seen this move to the upside from here, and now prices melted right through my buy limits. Why? Simply because we haven't even taken out this previous 1 hour high. So I don't know what I was thinking taking on these buys right here. That just shows how unaware I was of the market, and it just shows how cold I was when it came to the first trade. This is something I don't want you guys to do when you start the verification process. Although the challenge or the profit target is smaller by half the amount, that does not mean, you know, the market can't eat you up and give you a massive loss like that of around 2%. You know, because obviously I had my stop loss set maybe around here, and then maybe I decided to even hold it for longer, thinking it would reverse, which eventually it did. But look what it did to do that. It had to come right down to this previous level, which I didn't even bear in mind. So my piece of advice, guys, make sure you look at the charts every single day and treat it like a challenge, even though you've passed it. So when it does come to the verification stage, you can smash that and not stay in any drawdown whatsoever, simply because you've stayed up to date, you've stayed aware, and you know, still staying in that frame of mind of winning and passing challenges. So I'm assuming you guys are thinking, you know, what my trades were, how I got out of this zone here, the trades that I took, the profits that I got right here. You can tell obviously there's a few more green than there is red, but this wasn't where I still found a problem. As you can tell, you know, after that first day, which we had a loss, usually if it is a 2% loss, I will take no trades for the remainder of the day. Usually I allow myself up to trade on, you know, to risk only 1%. Once I've risked 1%, and let's say I've taken a loss on that, I will allow myself only one more trade of again risking 1% before I, you know, close all my trades and, you know, wait for the next day. 2 trades, profit or loss, is all I allow myself. But if I have exceeded the 1% loss and, you know, made a loss of 2%, as you guys can see right here, that's when I will stop everything for the day and continue the next. So as you guys can tell from the summary right here, we end up using flipping 18 lots, you know, to get only 1% gain on the account, which is horrible. This just showed where my mindset was and my mind was during that time. Now, one thing I do have to say, you know, looking back in hindsight for that, was there wasn't much market structure that I could have used, at least on the 15-minute, to actually get a trade off. As you can see, there's a double bottom right here, a double top, sorry, which failed. So it wasn't exactly a traditional double top like this. So if I just show you guys, we had a double top right here, but it didn't break the neckline. It was just really slowly consolidating right here, not breaking highs or breaking lows. So this is when I actually decided to use my backup strategy, which is a breakout strategy, which I go through in my mentorship, and have been actually using quite a lot on a smaller time frame like the 5-minute, when there isn't much structure in the market and when market is just consolidating. So if I just show you guys on the 5-minute right now, because this was what I was using during that time. The way that we've been trading this zonal breakout strategy to help us scalp a quick few hundreds of pounds even in profit was simply by making our support and resistance zones and then entering on that direction, whether it be an up break or a break to the downside. So if we just have a quick look, let's just say, I don't know, around here, right? Let's just say we had a break to the upside. Not the best example, but let's say we had some consolidation right here. Let's just say we had our first zone marked up around here, and let's just ignore this zone for this time being, and let's just say we had our second zone right here. The way we were trading this was simple. We were stuck in a little range, then all of a sudden we had a breakout to the upside. Now once we had this breakout to the upside, we'd have a 5-minute candle close above this resistance zone, and that's where we would place our buys with our stop loss below that previous candle. I've seen quite a few traders use this same strategy, and then obviously just ride our profits to the next zone. Now obviously with me not trading this strategy after only backtesting it, I was a little bit skeptical in this, and that's what allowed me to, you know, obviously open a lot of lot sizes and close them quickly when I saw it and draw down straight away, thinking of cutting my losses short. But overall it gave me a decent return back, or at least 1%, which was enough for me for the day. So as you guys can see from the metrics right here, we were trading that type of a style throughout the actual FTMO verification phase. Now if we have a look at this point in the market, so when I gained my 27th trade onwards, you can see this was a very nice spike in the right direction. And how did this trade come about? Well, it wasn't actually using my breakout strategy, it was using my simple market structure and price action strategy of actually catching a retracement from what I believe. So if we look back over here, you can see we only used a 2 lot size, and look at what we gained, guys, at $200 right there. So that just shows that we were actually, using our structure again and our price action of the markets, and we actually slowly got back into the swing of things right there. So look, guys, it took us around a good 4 days to actually get back into the swing of things and really refresh our minds and warm back up before we started seeing some decent returns in the market. So then, as you guys can see, from that point onwards, from the 2 lot win, we were more in the greens, and we only took a loss of around $60. And after that, the lot sizes were decent. They weren't the best still, but that's what allowed us to actually take on the trades to the next level and really profit. So guys, really quickly, I've just added about 6 little elements for the psychology aspect of trading that I believe will really help you in the long run. Now, these are just quick rough 6 things that I've added here. There is a few more that I can add, but just for time purposes, I'm going to be obviously just expanding on these right now. So as you can tell here, the first thing was a trading plan. Now, this is something that I actually made in my first year of trading. Once I found out about them, and I actually wrote this down, pen and paper, physically. So if you guys haven't already, or if you don't have a trading plan, make sure you write one down physically, pen and paper, not in your notes, not on your computer. Just make sure you write one down physically first. That has its own powers in it itself. It might sound ridiculous, but it really does. So make sure you guys write down your trading plan. Now, a trading plan isn't something you just Google yourself really quickly and actually find out and understand. You guys have to know that trading plan is tailored to your style of trading, or just in your style as a human itself. So if you are a scalper, that's going to be, your trading plan is going to be different to a day trader's or a swing trader's. Everything is going to be different. So you guys have to find what works for you, and the only way you guys can do that is by either trading on a demo account or really taking your time out every single day and actually testing different types of ways of trading, or just simply go with how you feel, because at the end of the day, your trading plan is based on how you want to be trading. You don't want to be uncomfortable, but what you do want to be doing, guys, is making sure you put in the effort to stick to it, because which will feel uncomfortable, by the way, at first, because you will want to trade either from your bed, you want to be trading on your phone, you want to be trading whilst you're on the go, which isn't the way to go, guys. If you haven't found success doing that, which I doubt anyone has, make sure you guys find a trading plan and actually write things down in there, things that will consist of how many trades you're taking throughout the day, how your morning routine is going to be on approach to the charts, different little things, what you do when you take a loss, how much percentage gain, how much percentage of an account you're going to be risking when it comes to taking a trade, how you're going to be managing a trade after it's taken place and it continues going in your direction even though you've closed all your positions. What are you going to be doing? How are you going to be using up your time during these trades, before and after even as well. So a trading plan, guys, in fact, I'll put this in bold for you guys. It's already in bold. I'm going to put it in italics for you guys. Okay, don't know why it's not working, but it might work now. Right, all of them worked, I don't know why, but okay, cool. So trading plan, that's number 1 for me, guys. What I've also done for you is made you a nice little trading log right here, which I will leave in the description below, which will actually get you guys into the habit of professionally logging your trades and taking this thing serious. At the end of the day, guys, which will bring me into, which I'll show you this, guys, in a few minutes from now, but the next thing I need you guys to understand is the effort and the mindset when it comes to this now. When you make a trading plan, guys, and you actually start following this trading plan right here, or this log, if you do decide to follow it, you'll understand it can become a bit timid, it can become a bit boring, and you might find it a bit lazy. Okay, you might take a winning trade, you might hit take profit, cool, but you won't log it because you think, you know what, it's the same strategy over and over again. But guys, you will come to understand how much this helps in the long run. This is a fresh one, by the way, because I've actually updated it a little bit, so make sure you guys click the link in the description below if you guys want this same trading log. So anyway, like I was saying, the effort, guys. Now, the effort simply comes from understanding that this whole forex game, this synthetics game, this trading game that you guys are lucky enough to sort of actually participate in, is something people work for 9 to 5. People have full day jobs, to actually gain the same amount of money you guys are making in minutes. So, especially once you're trading these funded accounts, people are making monthly salaries. People are making, monthly salaries, or yearly salaries, sorry. in a few days. So you guys have to understand that this game is no joke. At the end of the day, guys, price action, a market structure is what moves the market, not any emotions, no feelings. They're not part of it. Those feelings and those emotions and those thoughts are not going to push the market in a direction. And therefore, guys, you have to build your confluence so much to a point where your confidence levels over here, guys, your confidence takes your emotions completely out of it, because you know full well you've done all you can to use your knowledge to the best of your ability to help you understand which way the market is going. So for example, I don't know, let's just say we had this part of structure right here right now. This is just random, guys, and let me just show you guys how well market structure works, and our strategy here at Sniper FX. You can see that, okay, cool, we've had an uptrend right here begin. Why? Simply because this high has now taken out this previous high over here on the 5 minute at least. So we can expect now, moves to the downside before we continue up. Well, what have we had here to build our confidence also? So let's just remember, guys, this is one bit of confidence. Okay, cool. Now we have this level of support and resistance. We have it as support here, we had it as resistance over here, we had it as resistance over here, then we had it as support over here, and now we're going to expect to have it with a bit of support again, simply because it's been flipping either side. So it does show that there is some sort of importance to this zone, along with this EMA right over here. Guys, that's just 3 confluences off the bat, and we haven't even drawn a thing on the charts yet. So this just shows, once you start filtering it out and you start adding bits of confluence that are very valid, not just adding random trend lines and thinking, okay, yeah, just because it lines up, now it means that. No, you have to understand, guys, that this is a game which requires a real amount of logic and just simple things. Okay, so we have a trend line right here. We could expect, even though it didn't hit this, you can say, okay, cool, we've now broken out of this trend line, for example. Or you can just simply stick to structure and say, look, we've been making consistent highs, so now we can expect a retracement to the downside to this level, which we've built 3 confluences for, for a move to the upside. Once you start building your confluences, guys, your confidence for a trade will rise, and therefore your emotions will fizzle out. If you have only one confluence for a trade and it doesn't go your way, your emotions are going to be very volatile, moving up and down, and you won't know what to do. So make sure you guys stick to this and understand that the final thing is the mindset. You have to have a positive mindset when taking these trades. You can't always be thinking of your past. The past does not define your future, nor the present either. You guys have to understand the past is the past. So when it came to my trades over here, guys, each day was a fresh day. Each day, especially when you stick to this criteria, and this is why I keep saying to you guys, this trading log over here, this will also help if you keep sticking to it. If you stick to these objectives also, guys, you'll understand that, look, if I have a maximum daily loss of $500, right, and if I've taken a trade today and I've taken $220 and I didn't even realize, higher time frame structure, I was that unaware, let me just take the little day off right now and let the daily loss reset to 500 before I continue again. You guys have to have that type of a mindset and think, you know what, I'm going to let this loss go, cool, and live with it. At the end of the day, guys, only a 2% loss. You have to be confident in your setups and your strategy, because for example, in our strategy, all it takes for me is one setup for us to go not just back to break even, but in profits of 2% onwards. So it can take like a 1-to-4 ratio, or if that 1-to-4 was a 2% loss, then that 4 is going to be an 8% gain. So it just shows, guys, the power of having risk management. That is one thing I would have added into here, but in terms of psychology only, guys, let's just say for now, if you manage your emotions, your risk management and your confluence will also build up together, and that will allow you to thrive in the markets. Once you start seeing those improvements in your trading, you'll understand that emotions have no thing to play in it, and that's how trading should be. You don't need to be taking things off feelings. Just trade what you see and not what you think. That is all you guys have to understand. But yeah, guys, that's it from me. I know this video has been quite long. I have been talking for some time. Obviously, now that I am funded, I will be taking a lot more time and giving you guys the best quality advice and education, since I won't have to be trading with this criteria no longer. So do make sure, like I said at the start of the video, guys, you drop a follow on my socials. Everything is at Sniper Ads, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. As you guys can see from my TikTok right here, very concise, short, informative videos that you guys can benefit from just by watching and noting down and actually implementing at least on a demo account just to see if it works, and I guarantee you it will. And also guys, my Instagram right here, uploading on there very frequently now, documenting my journey through things like the FTMO, journaling things like my VIP group calls, my signals on there, just some information regarding things like my lifestyle and my journey here as a day trader, and also things like reviews, just to show you guys proof of my actual teachings of the strategy itself, not just for my mentees or my members, but for also people that are just watching these videos itself. It really means a lot, so I do really appreciate that too. But yeah guys, that's it from me. If you can also click the link in the description below to join my free Telegram channel, that would also be a great thing. As you guys can see here, a lot of good offers on for things like my VIP group and my personal one-to-one mentorship, which I will be giving very frequently, at least once a month, just so you guys have an opportunity to get in nice and quickly through things like this bot that I have set up right now. So things are very simple right now. But yeah guys, that's it from me. If you can drop a sub and turn your notifications, that would be highly appreciated, and don't forget to obviously drop a like and a comment if you found this video helpful. But yeah guys, that's it from me. I will see you in the next one. Peace.